Hey there, Luke Kaliński from SNowIT speaking. I'm thrilled to welcome you back to our channel. Today we are diving into some game-changing solutions that are designed to elevate your ServiceNow experience to new heights. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, you are in for a treat. But before we jump into the details, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way you will never miss out on the latest insights and innovative solutions we share here at SNowIT. Now, let's get down to business. In the previous video, I was explaining what will be our outcome from the catalog item. So this is the outcome, and let's switch to the variables and variable sets that will be discussed today. As you can see in here, we are specifying the name, the catalog within which this item will be exposed, and also the category. And this is the lowest category that is assigned because you have typology. Let's say you have the parent, parent of the parent, etc. And then this is the lowest category within which it will be displayed. Also, you have the owner, and here you have some other information like short description, description, and meta, which can be used for search of that item. In the process engine, we are specifying the flow that will be assigned to our catalog item. And what is important, this flow is triggered by service catalog. Next, we are specifying some icons, the pricing, and in here we have the settings. And as you can see, we can hide some fields or buttons on the portal. And also, as I mentioned in the previous video, we have here the request method, and we can choose all the requests and submit. And depends on our selection, we can be displayed with some other informations or requests in the portal. Now I will present you shortly Catalog Builder, which is the newest UI, which allows, let's say, unexperienced or less experienced user to create the catalog items. So you can navigate to it by clicking this button or from the top. This is how our catalog builder looks like. As you can see on the left side, you have several pages, and we have topic, the title of the item at the top. In here, we are able to specify the basic information, also attach the image. On the next page, we are able to specify under which catalogs this item will be available, and also what is the category for it. Also, we are able to assign some topics, so when we will be using the knowledge, we can, as all articles, we'll be able to assign the topics in here. In the questions, as you can see, we have all the questions listed. We can manipulate them from this place. So I can insert or remove the things. Also, here I can manage the dependencies and the behavior of that field. This one is a multiple row variable set, so we cannot specify it directly from here. We have to use some other place to edit it. In here we have single fields that are assigned to this particular catalog item, so we can manage them directly from here by clicking this icon, right? So if I click on it, I'll be redirected to this view where I have the setup for this field. In here, I have some other actions to do. I can assign this question set, so it means the variable set. Also, I can deactivate questions, split the view, make line break, so you can play around with that. In the settings, you have the settings that we discussed already. In the access, you are providing information to whom this item should be available for and for whom it shouldn't be. This is the record that will be discussed in another video, and we'll explain how it works. In the fulfillment, we are setting up the process engine, sorry, and as you can see now, we are selecting this SNowIT request an expert, but also you can choose the workflow, and what is important, you can directly set up something else from here. So if I just remove it, now we will be displayed with several options. And also what is important, you have one additional thing, so step-based request fulfillment. And this allows you to set up some tasks directly from here, which will be executed. Then we have review and submit page, and we can submit our changes. But let's switch back to our advanced view. Today we'll be focusing on two sections, two tabs, the variables and the variable sets, and I will explain you how to set them up. So in here, what is most important, the order means in what order the fields are displayed. So request source creation time will be displayed before expert. So it means that the first you can see the request source creation time and then the expert field. What is most important from this, I would like to point the containers. So this setup is for single column, and when you have container start and container end, it means that in here you are providing two columns setup. So from container start and container split, we have the first column fields, and then from container split to container end, you have second column. So approving manager will be displayed on the left column, and approver's email will be displayed in the right column. So this is it. Let's see how the setup for particular fields looks like. This is a single line text field. As you can see, you have so many types that you can choose. So you need to know what exactly is the outcome, right? What you need. Like for example, if you need just a simple text, then you can be text. If you want to place a user record, then it can be a reference, right? If you have to select multiple users, then it may be a list collector. So you need to think what is the appropriate type. Then you have the order, and on the right side you have some buttons, some checkboxes, right? So you can mark field as mandatory, read-only, and hidden. And what is important for hidden, once you mark it as a hidden field, then even if it's not visible to the end user, you will be able to manipulate data out and in from it. In here, you have the ID of the field, right? So when you will be pointing via some codes to the fields, then you have to specify this key. In the annotation, you can show help. It can be always expanded to end user, and you can provide some more information. Type specification tab relies on the type which you have chosen. So for example, for this single line text field, you have just a variable with validation regex and also the attributes. You can specify the default, you can auto-populate the values, so we will talk about it in the next video, and you have permissions and availability. In here I have the reference field, so what is important from this part, as you can see in the type specification, we have a reference, so we have to point the table, and also we have reference qualifier, so in this case it's a simple qualifier, so we can add just this simple conditions in this condition builder. If we choose dynamic, we can use some predefined qualifier. If we choose advanced, then we can specify the code. So now let's switch to the variable sets. As you are experienced now and you know how we can set up the variables, now variable set is a container for these variables, right? And also you can specify the variables inside this container. So as you can see, you have new and edit buttons, and edit means that you can reuse the previously created variable sets and you can assign them in this particular catalog item. Also, what is important, you can have individual order for this variable set within this catalog item, right? So in this catalog item, it will be displayed in the second order. So let's see how it looks like. So once you click the new button, you have option to create single row variable set and multi-row variable set. As you can see, single row is just a set of the columns, right? And multi-row is something like a table, right? Because it's using JSON to store the data, so it's something different. This is an example for single row variable set. As you can see in the type, you have to specify the internal name, the order, and also this important, the layout. If we have one column white, it will go from the top to the bottom, right? If we choose two columns white, then then the fields will be displayed in different manner, like for example starting from the left right or left right, etc. So you have to play with that and you will see what is the output. In here we are specifying in the same way the variables, catalog UI policies, and catalog client scripts. But what is important, in here you have included in tab, so you can see where this particular variable set is used. In here we got multi-row variable set, and this is totally different, right? Because even if it looks like we are setting the things in the same way, to access the data inside of that variable set is totally different. So in the next video I'll present you how to manipulate the data, how to get it into this multiple row, and how to get it out of it. So to summarize, this is the visualization for the end user. Requested for is a single row variable set, but even though it looks the same as the single variables that are assigned to the catalog item directly, but affected inventory, which is multiple row variable set, looks totally different. So it looks almost like a table. So in the next video, I'll present you how to manipulate the data inside of it and how to apply the logic. I appreciate you spending your time with us today. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe and explore our website at snowit.co. Your support keeps us going. Exciting things are on the horizon, so stay tuned. See you in the next video.